right, we're gonna take a look at this beauty here. I love this house, I'm not gonna lie, so I'm gonna try not to be too biased. I was pointing out that this is the Carlton Arboretum, which I've walked many, many times. It's a beautiful labyrinth of miles and miles of trails. Got really spectacular trees here. You can just tell there's been a lot of love in this home. This was a childhood friend's home. I think they've owned it for probably 40, 50 years. It was beautiful entry. Got tile floors here. Very standard craftsman door. This is a pull chain light. Got our hooks for coats. Do have radiant heat here, but there is central air. So here's our foyer with a front office. It does smell like they just varnished these floors. So smaller room, but would make a nice little office. Or in an emergency, main floor bedroom. Nice built-ins, built-in drawers. It's really private to the neighbors here. I was telling Kim that I sold these guys their house. You can't even really see it out this window, but they both work at Carlton. He's a professor and she's an admin. Great living room. Again, some pull down chain lights. This was on a switch. Got a wood burning fireplace. This bench opens up, which was cool. Got all these fun games. But just meticulous woodwork. Smooth ceilings there. Actually, maybe they're shaved down. They look almost smooth. Another built-in. Opens to this dining room. Look at that cool light fixture. More built-ins. Another built-in. This door swings shut. And more benches that open. So again, more storage. And look at these cool little windows. He's just spectacular. And this is probably my favorite part of this home. Look at this porch. Ooh la la. Got electricity out here. It doesn't look like the air is out here, so more of a 3-season, but obviously you could open the windows and get a good cross breeze. These doors shut. So cut through to the kitchen. Nice tall cabinets, so you got a lot of storage. These are kind of more shallow cabinets, but there are plenty of them. And then you've got like a little buffet there. Nice big window. Got a Lazy Susan in the corner. Just really nice woodwork. Gas stove. Couldn't figure out what this thing is. I don't know if this is an old fan, air conditioner, heater, not sure. Dining room. This walks out to the deck and patio pavers. So that's their detached garage that they don't even have a driveway to, so it's more for storage. So I really don't think you'd see those guys back there often. Did love this little pull out. And that connects back to the foyer. There is a foyer closet here. Kind of an old accordion door, but foyer closet. And we'll go up. Look at that. Gorgeous window, cool light. All these light fixtures are cool. So we got oak here, and then it transitions into fir up here. I'm not sure. I haven't looked through all the disclosures. I don't know if there's fur underneath this carpet. I think that would be a good guess. But nice bright bedroom. Got 3 windows in here. Closet. We did do a lot of painting over woodwork. I don't know if these are nicer doors underneath all said paint, but with these steep steps up to the attic access. And I'm assuming the AC pack is in there. Got these nice shelves here, nice built-in here. So into bedroom 2. This carpet is a little stained. So easiest way to find out if there's fur floors underneath is replacing this carpet. Nice walk-in closet here with the light. You can tell these people were book people. I do think that at least one of them worked at Carlton, if not both. So again, these cool built-ins. Primary bedroom here. Again, we got some stains on the carpet. Don't think anybody loves pink carpet, so that would probably want to go anyway. But nice windows. There is no overhead light in this one, so I do just have lamps on. This is the smaller of the closets. It has an old door to the porch that we'll go to, but there's a piece of styrofoam there, so I clearly have not used that to get to the porch in a while. Facing the front yard there. Walk-in closet here with another window. Shelving going up. And a little built-in shelf and drawers. And bedroom 4. Look how cute this is with the shelves. Another window. Another kind of step-in closet. And then one of my favorite things here is another porch above the other downstairs porch. Look how cool this is. So again, probably no heat or air. So that's the door that goes to that other closet. But there is electricity out here. You can see a bed there. So they probably opened the windows at some point and used it like a sleeping porch like they probably did in the 30s. And then you got our full bath. It's classic tile. Sink. Medicine cabinet. I actually love that blue radiator. View of the backyard. Do have some eaves work that needs to be done. That was the only thing I thought that looked like it needed some maintenance. Kind of old Bessie jetted tub here. I think that'd be eventually something I would replace. Getting rid of the old big tub. All right, I'm gonna pause it while I go down to the basement. All right, just to get bearings, that's the foyer, door down to the basement. Lots of hooks. I'm guessing that's an old milk door, and then we've got a side door to the side yard, which walks around to the back or to the front sidewalk there. See, they kind of put a pegboard up here to put some extra storage things handy. Boy, I sound like an elephant stomping down there. Got a little workshop. This is where they installed this waterproofing system. So there's a sump with an alarm. Lots of storage here. And we got our big storage room here. Feels very dry in this basement, which is awesome. I'm guessing that's the old coal chute. More storage. Got our hot water heater and boiler. And this kind of cute family room. There's a closet here, nothing too exciting. And so it's actually a really cute family room. Storage under the steps. Kind of curls around. Sorry, I don't have a light on in there. It looks like they just have a hand switch one. A little bit more storage there. And we got the laundry room. Water softener, dehumidifier, electrical box. Woo! Centipede. Whee! And it's probably because I left this door open, which is kind of like an old wine cellar room. More storage here. Please die, centipede. All right, we're gonna go outside. Actually, before we go outside, I think I forgot this bathroom on the main. So 3/4. Plain fiberglass shower, the window to the backyard, vanity, cool tile. So I'm gonna go out this way, but I'm gonna grab my shoes. All right, here's coming out that door, out the dining room, and the yard. Got this nice Trex decks with pavers. That went to that side door. So this is the only thing I thought needed a little maintenance, was underneath the gutters. Otherwise it looks like they've kept up on all the painting. This deck and patio look fabulous. Not too big of a yard, but nice landscaping. I was telling Kim, they built that house maybe 15 years ago, but kind of built it to be in the neighborhood. And these are both, this one especially is kind of a big stately home. There's the back of the garage, back of the house. That's where they took down those trees. It's an older roof, 07, but shingles look like they're in good shape. So I was curious if they put 30-year shingles on. So we talked about if we could make this a double garage, and because it's kind of a 1.5 at the door, I think you could bump that out eventually. Or at least there's a parking spot here. So you could park one vehicle here and one could get pulled here. It does kind of smell damp in here. I don't know where that is coming from, but at least you don't have the floor of that other one we looked at. I just got these 3 closets in the back that they just use for storage. You could take these out and be able to pull back in further. So just a single driveway, but it does become double wide here. That's where the porches are. Just pretty spectacular. There's a bike lane in front, so you don't get to park immediately in front of your yard or your home, but you can park across the street. You'd be surrounded by a lot of college professors on this street. Pretty cool.